He's dinked it in, looking for the run of Badiashile. Tried a difficult finish there, didn't he? Sweeping that in on his left foot on the turn. And it comes immediately to Ben Chilwell, and then it's Dewsbury Hall, and he can't guide his header on target.
Casadei is
over the top. He knows that Mudryk can motor. And he goes on the outside of Eccleston, and the header down comes to Dewsbury Hall, and it's a super save by Paul Farman. It was creepy inside that far post.
Good play from Mudryk.
Corner. Zazi ran the back, and it falls for Kieran Dewsbury Hall, and again he had to strike it on his right. It was blocked by the nearest defender.
It's a fine effort, and yet
lifts it back to the back post, and the header down comes to Dizazi, who is denied again by Farman. Whipped in again, and by Badiashile. Man's gone down to his countryman this time, and he gets it into the penalty area. And there is a little bit of work here by Barrow. The goalkeeper takes a chance, he takes a gamble, and it is a hat-trick for Christopher Nkunku. And a moment to forget for Paul Farman. He decided to play from the back, but he didn't decide what he was going to do with the ball. He was dispossessed, and then he was punished, and Chelsea have 5.
Brilliant from Nkunku. I think he just read Farman's intentions there. He was so sharp. Able to nick the ball, and then he had a multitude of options. Plenty of players in support. Just rolled back to him by Campbell. He just doesn't expect that intensity to come from Chelsea's main man. He does brilliantly. I just felt that Nkunku was going to set a teammate here, and he takes it so quickly, gets the pace on it. Stokes can't recover in time. He makes that look so simple. It's a fine finish for what has been an excellent performance.
But then it breaks down with a heavy touch, and they're opened up. Oh, and it's slotted wide by George. What an opportunity. Really only just on his first significant involvement, and he's slotted a Rizza backing away. Chilwell goes on the overlap, and he wins. The Chelsea team that is delivers into the penalty area. Hits go up, it comes to Casadei. Decent strike, although fairway wide.
Plenty of bodies in the box.
So Spence again prepares to take it. He goes high towards the back header, and then it's faked on in a real scram. Goes into the penalty area. Kuyate can break away. Tienza working really hard.
Side foot is the finish. You have to concentrate.
There's the step over. Look at the burners go on from Mudryk
at the moment.
There's Nkunku onto Mudryk, and he squares it for Neto. And just 2 minutes into the second half, Chelsea extend their advantage. A tactical rejig from Enzo Maresca, but there is no respite for Barrow, who've been hit hard again right at the start of the second half.
Just cutting through them so easily. And every pass is immaculate here, really, when they have the space to break and mount an attack initially. And the ball gets one in the midfield by Nkunku, just feeds it into Mudryk, and that's good decision-making from the winger, just putting it on the plate for Neto. The opposite wide man, he's not going to miss that on his right boot, just steers it in.
For Barrow, his throw is long, and Jorgensen was being held as he jumped there. Aqua, the guilty man. And Feely is wide, the full-back.
Play a little bit more football. I think that will...
Feely didn't go that long, actually, and it's headed up.
Stopped up the defence.
Jackson fires the area, away by Aqua. And those cheers are from the Barrow supporters. 2,600 he left Benfica. Here's an opportunity, and again João Felix breaks forward. Hall releases Mudryk. Mudryk first time into the penalty area, well defended by Ben Jackson.
Yeah, terrific ball in, nice play.
Out, of course, the likes of Badiashile not getting minutes in the
shape that they've gone with. They've looked.
Dizazi, very high defence to smuggle it wide. Outside right channel again. Here's Mudryk, he'll step over, and he dinks his back. Lovely touch again by Nkunku and Felix. I think it's an own goal, isn't it, by the Barrow. So that's why now as an orthodox fullback, he crosses into the penalty area. And what a finish that is! It's Nkunku again. They're proving to be too good for Barrow here. Nkunku with a delightful little flick as the ball went between his legs. He just diverted it past the goalkeeper and into the back of the Barrow net for the second time inside the first 15 minutes.
Just not had an opportunity to get going, Barrow, to get on the ball and get a little bit of confidence. And having a few passes, it's worked down the right-hand side, and Gusto, his importance continues to grow in the Chelsea shirt. It's a brilliant ball in. I'm not sure, does that come off Nkunku, or possibly does it hit?
Jackson floats it to the back post, and again the first ball is...
Majority of the fine Chelsea players come right down.
Casadei touched around the corner. Dewsbury Hall. Campbell was in, Campbell was fouled.
Again, Dewsbury Hall just trying to fizz it into the feet.
Set-piece specialist for Barrow. João Felix finds himself a little bit of room again, but then this time Alto Vega intercepts. Feely then could be in that wide position. Terrific two-footed player. His Shield wins another header. Dinked back in, Ackle. And it's Pedro Neto. Fizzes it into the from the challenge here and into the penalty area. Just try and go on. Jorgensen comes to the edge of his 6-yard box. Felix, and a beautiful little dink ball forward. What a goal! Put in by Nkunku, but made by the genius of the assist. What a ball it was! And whatever plan Barrow came with, it was undone then by the genius of João Felix. A little scooped ball over the top, and Nkunku had the calm, had the class, and Chelsea had the lead.
Just a wonderful goal. Brilliant in the approach play from Felix, and those two should develop a wonderful understanding, both equally as gifted. Vega punches a nice pass in, just got away from the holding midfield player Campbell.